Richard B. Riddick, escaped convict, murderer.
I fell in love with the role on paper. It was such a well-executed character and a true anti-hero. Riddick was my first lead role in this industry, and for that reason alone, there's always going to be some kind of special connection.
On Pitch Black, I cast him as just the best available actor I could find at the time. But Vin always had a sense of himself as something bigger than what he was when I cast him in Pitch Black. So in the second one, he became a producer on it as well. And in the third one, where he is also a producer, he was the guy who helped launch the movie. He's the one who secured the rights from Universal. So all that, he was very fundamental in launching the third movie.
Many people don't know, he started his career as a writer, director, producer, and actor.
It won't be the same ship you came in on.
So this multiple roles, wearing these dual hats, is something that he's really comfortable with because he's done it from the beginning.
Very close, very close. Once again.
I think for him, a lot of what he does is he focuses on his producerial efforts during development. Vin and DT sitting down and creating the story, creating the treatment, then commissioning a script was really sort of the beginning of the producerial efforts.
It was very scary at times securing financing to make a movie for fans that have said, please make this movie. I mean, there were people on Facebook saying, if every one of us gave you $10, you could go make the movie yourself. And comments like that made me feel like I had to make it at all costs. I still had to literally leverage my house in order to get the gap financing and to keep the movie moving forward.
And roll.
3, 2, 1, action.
I can tell you this, once we touch down there, I'm barely thinking about anything but my character once I'm in the environment.
He's made the character of Riddick iconic in a lot of ways, you know? I mean, he is Riddick.
Riddick, like Vin, is the everyman. He's the underdog.
And quickly has to find that animal side. So the idea was to create these various looks where the Riddick character looks out of shape, then slowly gets into shape, and then peaks. And that was a real tricky juggle.
The thing about Vin, which I find is eminently riveting with Riddick, is he just brings a kind of an old school steel to the role. There's something undeniably street about Vin and about what he brings to the character.
The balls on this fucking guy.
He's also good at double-checking me and making sure that Riddick is always doing Riddickian things. There's a case in point in this movie with the Moss character, played by Bokeem Woodbine, who we had Riddick killing kind of indiscriminately at one point. And Vin came to me and says, I'm uncomfortable with that because Riddick doesn't kill for no reason. You know, he kills only because people won't leave him alone, won't stop hunting him, won't stop chasing him. And as far as I know, Bo, at that particular moment, the way the script I had structured the scene, isn't a threat to me. So I'm not sure why I'm gonna kill him indiscriminately. So in fact, we had them encounter each other and that Riddick actually chooses not.
My first day on set, and he took me and one of the other actors aside and said, look, you guys have to make the most of this opportunity, not just being in the picture, but to play these characters and bring something unique to the role and really expand on it. It was like a great speech from the coach before a football game, you know, and everybody's like, ah, let's go get it. Just drop some mud right there.
He's so familiar with this world that as a producer, he's really able to bring a lot more depth and understanding to the story and just anchor all of us.
He's very hands-on. He gives 110% to every single piece of detail that's happening, not only in the script, but on the day and with the other actors. And he facilitates this relationship where he wants you to be completely comfortable with everything that's going on and feel like you really have a hand in this.
He's just overwhelmingly passionate about this story and the character. And he's also, experiences I've had with him so far, just a very gentle guy.
How do I look, Egby?
Egby's my 5th consort.
The first weekend we were here, we got invited to a big cast dinner. And Vin, I mean, he couldn't have been any more down to earth. And it was kind of all I could, take for it to not be, a super fan, uber fan. Oh man, I loved you in this, I loved you in that.
And get ready for let down. 3, 2, 1, let down.
Of being an action hero, and Vin's one of the best ones out there. And what Vin has done with Riddick is made him an actual person.
Even though I created the character of Riddick on paper,
I've got franchise that have kind of kept me so loyal to it.
So yet again, we play for blood.
I think people can identify with Riddick's plight. They can identify with the idea of being prejudged and ruled out and given up on. I think those are feelings that we all have at some point or another. And I think the fact that Riddick is able to overcome those through action is something that people appreciate.